What's going on, beautiful traders? It's your boy Adrian back with another video. And yes, it's been a while since I dropped a video. Had some stuff going on that I had to take care of. In any case, in this video, I'm gonna go over a trade that I took on GJ this week. I'm gonna show you what I was looking for and what I did to execute this trade. So without any further ado, let's hop into my screen, baby. All right, people, so here we are on the weekly time frame on GJ. This is my chart. This is how I have it marked up. So clearly the last few weeks we've been in this bullish momentum, just super strong, which is pretty cool. Hella pips to be grabbed. And excuse me, in any case, what I noticed last week, we ended off in this doji right here last week. There was this level right here. If I go down to the daily, we'll see it clearly. Right, here we go. Right, so there was a level. So this was that doji that was formed last week. Okay, there was a level of support that was created right here. Price pushed up, came back down to retest that support level, and that support level was held, so it was respected. I was actually anticipating a drop down to this level because this level was broken, right? You can see here it was support, excuse me, not support, resistance, broke through resistance, and price should at some point come back to retest this level here. You can see even back in October of last year, it was also resistance, right? So this was a pretty strong area that, you know, I was anticipating price to come back and retest, but price actually held firm at this level here and continue to push higher, right? So in my mind, all right, I said, okay, cool. Price is going to continue to push higher because, you know, this is being held, this is being respected. My bias at that point is buys, right? Dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, okay? And this was the trade that I took. Let me just hide this for a second. Right, dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, all I'm seeing right now is just structure being formed from here, right? So we have this little push down. We have, you know, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? But this was actually today, the 5th, when I'm actually recording this video. But let me show you what I had marked up on. Can I push this over? Let me show you what I had marked up on Sunday, which is the 3rd. You see, that's me here, Sunday, April 3rd. I had this this bars pattern right here, and I had this fib, right? I had price playing out to my -61, right? And I'll show you exactly how that happened there, right? Move that there. Let me move down to the 1-hour time frame. You can see things a little better, okay? So here's that, let me actually move back. Let me go bar replay, right here. The 3rd, okay, market open, okay? Let me show you what I had marked up. All right, so this is what I had marked up on the 3rd, okay? So what I noticed on the lower time frame, because again, my bias was bullish overall, I noticed, excuse me, I noticed that price essentially, you know, again, it respected this level here, okay? Once I saw that price respected this level, you know, I was looking for buys essentially to play out this week starting, right? So this was all last week, you know, this was a nice little sell down. I caught this sell. This was for 88 pips, sorry, 83 pips. I caught that last week, which is pretty cool. In any case, so at the closer to the end of the week, you know, I thought that price was going to continue to move downward, right? Again, to come down to this level here, but it didn't. So it formed this double top, and I'm like, yeah, all right, price is going to continue to push downward. Now I didn't get in on this sell, which is totally fine, okay? But my bias essentially changed once I saw exhaustion. I can never say that word properly. Once I saw price exhausting down in this area here, and I also have a break of my trend line and a retest down in here. Cool, price pushed up, great. Now the market closed over here last week, right? So seeing that, I see a small break of structure right in here, right here essentially. So I see that price pushed up above this area. Previously it was support, resistance, and now it broke through, tested as support, tested again as support, and held. And I had drawn out this trend line right in here, and I said, all right, okay, if price is able to break, retest, I'm in for the buy. Okay, now price played out like this. Let me actually hide this. Again, this is the bars pattern that I had, right? Let me hide this for a second. So I had price play out like this, right? So price was playing out, okay? It came a few pips shy of my negative 21, my negative 27. Guys, forgive me, I'm super tired. I'm just coming home from work, and I wanted to film this video because I told myself, listen, I started this thing, let me actually stay consistent and, you know, continue with this YouTube channel. Okay, so price, you know, it basically kept consolidating in that area, right? So I wanted to get in on the break and retest of my trend line. I didn't see that break and retest. What I did see, however, was this right here. Another drop down to my level of support, a trend line bounce, and that was what I needed to get in that trade. I had gotten in. I had gotten in right here, and I rode that up for 118 pips. It played out beautifully. Boom, right there. It played out beautifully right there, right? So that's how I caught that trade this week. That was the first trade of the week that I took, actually. And I'm actually in another trade right now that I may have actually jumped the gun on. I got a little eager, and that's something that I'm, you know, still working on till this day. Excuse me. I gotten into this trade right here, and looking back, you know, I really should not have taken that trade. The reason being, let me drop down to a 15-minute time frame. Yeah, I have a break and retest off my trend line. I love to trade with breaks and retests of structure. So break and retest of support, resistance, or break and retest off my trend lines, right? So I had a break and retest of my trend line, and I got in here after this bearish candle had closed. Sorry, after this bullish candle here had closed, I had gotten in, and now price is just retracing. Part of me feels as if price, not feels, it's just based on what I've seen in the past, price may come back down to this area again. Case in point, you know, we see it testing here, testing at this level of support a few times, and finally here before it pushes up, right? So I may have jumped the gun on this trade. Nonetheless, if the trade plays out, I have it pushing up to this level right in here, 162, 700, roughly 750. Reason being, that's the last area of resistance before price came back down, right? This was more or less, you know, a strong push up, but I'm looking at this area right in here to target. It's a nice 80 pip move if it plays out. And I'm actually taking this trade on a demo funded account. And what I mean by that, simply, so check this out. I have taken or I've done some funded challenges, and unfortunately I've failed those funded challenges. And I told myself, all right, rather than paying, you know, the fee again, and, you know, not 100% certain that I will do well and pass, let me actually do a funded demo challenge myself with the same parameters, right? So I'm actually using a 100K account. Okay, this is it here, right? As you can see, I'm in this current trade right now. As you can see, no orders have been filled. Well, just the one, but let me look at let's look at, can we do all history? Well, we'll just do from last year till now. Anyways, as you can see, the account was opened on April 6th, which is based on the broker time the following day. It's April 5th today. I'm trading with Henko Trade. As you can see, it's a demo account, right? And I'll be using these parameters here. As you can see, my lot size is a 0.44, and the parameters that I'm using right in here. First off, I'm targeting 8% within the 30 days. That's roughly the standard across the board for, you know, all these different prop firms, right? So 8% is my target. My daily drawdown is 5%. Again, this is on a $100,000 account. My overall drawdown is 12%. My leverage is 1 to 100, and my risk, I'm risking 0.25%. I want to say in the first 3% of the first 3% of profit, and then the next 3 to 5 to 5% of profit, I'm risking 0.75, and then 5.5 to 8% of profit, I'll be risking 1% of my account, right? So that's the parameters I'm using, and that's what you see here on my trading account right now, on my demo account. The 0.44 is a 0.25% risk. So we'll see how that plays out. Again, I may have jumped the gun on this trade, which is fine. It's still early in the games. You know, in the event that this trade doesn't play out, you know, I can easily, you know, recover from that. However, with that being said, I really want to stick with my rules of, you know, taking that trade when my confluences play out. Yes, it played out in terms of my break and retest, but I just based on the experience that I've seen with GJ, I may have jumped the gun on that, but we'll see how it plays out, and I'll keep you updated, right? Now, with this demo challenge that I'm doing, I'll be trading GJ, GA, GU, AU, and gold, right? GJ is my go-to. I love GJ. You know, it gathers, or not gathers, but it gives you, you know, quite a few pips in a short range of movement. The same with, you know, GA as well. Gold, we already know gold is like another beast, you know. 1 pip on, you know, regular currency is 10 pips on gold. It's crazy. But yeah, those are the currency pairs that I'll be trading, right? Cool. Quick video. Just wanted to, you know, I'm saying, show my face. I'm back in the game. I'm here, never left. Just had some things that I had to take care of. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, thanks for tuning in. Feels good to be back. As I always say, speak truth. Wait a second. If you've liked this video thus far, do me a favor and hit the like button. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Show some love. Show your boy some love. Hit the like button. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Do that up for me. But anyways, as I always say, speak truth and speak life. Your boy's out. Yeah.